Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City gunslinger, slings touchdowns on the field and stacks racks off it. The NFL superstar got a contract that'd make Scrooge McDuck blush, and he's clearly ain't afraid to indulge in the finer things, whips, diamonds. A crib that's got more square footage than a Texas ranch, you name it. Want to know about the craziest, most jaw-droppingly expensive stuff Mahomes owns? Buckle up because we're starting off with his mansion. Hold up. Calling Patrick Mahomes' Kansas City crib a mansion is like calling a Ferrari a grocery getter. This thing is a baller's paradise. We're talking next-level luxury. Spread out over a whopping 4,300 square feet, that's more space than most people need in 3 lifetimes. It boasts 3 plush bedrooms and 4 sparkling bathrooms. But this ain't just about sleeping pretty. Picture this, unwinding after a game in the infinity pool, or soaking in the hot tub with a view of your own private rose garden, feeling fancy. There's a 500-bottle wine room to stock your favorites, a chef's kitchen to whip up gourmet meals, and a wet bar for those nights you want to mix things up. And get this, for those chill evenings, there's a screened porch perfect for catching some fresh air, but wait, there's more. Step outside and you'll find your own personal oasis, a half-football field emblazoned with Mahomes' logo, a serene private pond, and even a par 3 golf hole to perfect your swing. All this for a cool $1.8 million back in 2019. Mahomes definitely scored big on this one. Next up, the Patrick Mahomes Garage, a place that makes even showroom sound like a dusty shed. This is a freaking Batcave for 4-wheeled beasts. Imagine this, you push open a high-tech security door and get smacked in the face with a lineup that'd leave Tony Stark speechless. We're talking about a Lamborghini Urus SUV. A beast worth more than $200,000 itself, with scissor doors that slice through the air like they're on a mission to Mars. Then there's the Ferrari 812 Superfast. A machine that starts at a staggering $338,000, with every inch gleams with a paint job smoother than a Super Bowl ring, colors shifting with the sunlight like a high-tech chameleon. Chrome accents flash like paparazzi bulbs, and the exteriors are sculpted with such precision they could have been chiseled by Italian artisans. And let's not forget the 2021 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, known for its unmistakable 26-inch white wheels, a symbol of luxury that can't be ignored. Pop the hood and you're greeted with a symphony of roaring engine, but the magic doesn't stop at pure, unadulterated speed. Climb inside and you're enveloped in luxury fit for a king. Think plush leather seats softer than a cloud on a cotton candy planet. A sound system that'll vibrate your soul with every bass line, and enough tech gadgets to make a Tesla blush. Speaking of baller status, this collection is valued at a cool $1.5 million, and they're just a few highlights from his collection. A treasure trove of automotive marvels that would make any gearhead drool. Picture this with me. A room bathed in the soft glow of strategically placed lights, walls lined floor to ceiling with shelves overflowing with enough fire to make the sun call its mama. That's where the unreleased sneaker prototypes are kept, with designs so ahead of the curve they look like they beamed down from a spaceship. One-of-a-kind collabs you've only seen rumored online, and test models that never even made it past the drawing board. Every pair is a piece of sneaker history, a sneak peek into the future of footwear, but the holy grails don't stop there. Nestled amongst the prototypes are game-worn kicks from legends. Imagine the worn leather whispering stories of Michael Jordan's championship battles, the scuffed canvas still bearing the marks of Kobe Bryant's game-winning fadeaway. Each pair is a relic of basketball history, imbued with the sweat and energy of icons. Owning these shoes ain't just about looking fresh, it's about owning a tangible piece of the game itself. This collection is typically priceless and is a monument to Mahomes' sneaker obsession, a curated display of the hottest kicks this side of the Milky Way. It's not just a closet. It's a museum of sneaker history and a love letter to the culture that keeps the world spinning on fresh treads. Let's talk about Mahomes' Superstar Squad. Mahomes doesn't just roll with a crew. He travels with an entourage that'd make Jay-Z raise an eyebrow. These guys have their own mobile VIP section that follows Mahomes like a loyal shadow. We're talking personal chefs who whip up gourmet feasts that would leave Michelin inspectors speechless. Picture Wagyu sizzling on the grill while a private sushi chef crafts a fresh spread, all happening wherever Mahomes decides to park it or, more likely, his championship yacht. Stylists who make fashion icons weep with envy are on permanent retainer, ready to transform Mahomes from superstar athlete to GQ cover model in a heartbeat. These fashion wizards sniff out trends before they even hit the runway, ensuring Mahomes is always ahead of the curve. Security dudes built like brick walls form an impenetrable fortress around him. Mahomes' entourage isn't just about luxury, it's about surrounding himself with the best. It's a team effort, a hand-picked crew that allowed him to focus on his game while they handled the rest. Next stop is Mahomes' trophy room, which is more likely a museum heist in progress. The Smithsonian wouldn't know what hit it. Imagine signed jerseys from legends like Joe Montana and Tom Brady, each stitch a silent testament to gridiron glory. These jerseys are practically museum pieces themselves, signed with a swagger that screams greatness recognizing greatness, but Mahomes goes beyond the football field. His collection transcends sports like a Hail Mary touchdown. Picture a Muhammad Ali boxing glove. Signed with a permanent marker, the leather still crackling with the energy of the greatest. Maybe a battered guitar signed by Jimi Hendrix, would practically humming with the echoes of legendary concerts. These aren't just autographs, they're portals to history. Each piece a tangible connection to a cultural icon. The real showstoppers, though, are the one-of-a-kind items. Think a signed script from Mahomes' favorite movie, the ink still fresh from the director yailing cut. Imagine a playbook from his childhood hero. The pages filled with the X's and O's that shaped his path to stardom. These aren't just memorabilia, they're chapters in Mahomes' personal story, a reminder of his roots and the inspiration that fueled his rise to champion status. Dude's got his own private jet game on lock, thanks to a baller partnership with AirShare. Think of it as his own personal air taxi service, ready to whisk him away whenever the travel bug bites. For quick jaunts, Mahomes hops on his Phenom 100, a sleek four-seater that lets him zip around like a jet-fueled roadrunner. Need more space for the crew? He pulls up in his Phenom 300, an 8-seater that's basically a flying penthouse suite. And when it's time to jet set across the pond for his honeymoon, likey, who wouldn't fly private for their honeymoon? He rolls out the red carpet, or should we say red runway, with his Bombardier Challenger 350. Now, owning a private jet ain't exactly chump change. We're talking millions with a capital M, depending on the bells and whistles. But chartering, like Mahomes does with AirShare, is a whole different ballgame. Think somewhere between ballin' on a budget and treat yourself territory. Depending on how long you're in the air, prices range from a cool $2,000 to a hefty $11,000 per hour. But the real magic lies inside these private sky chariots. Forget cramped coach seats and lukewarm airplane food. We're talking plush leather seats that swallow you whole, extra legroom for extra comfort, and windows that stretch from floor to ceiling, offering up panoramic views that would make Instagram jealous. Mahomes' private jet experience is all about comfort, luxury, and arriving in style. Every single time he touches down, how can he afford all of this? The answer to that is his investment portfolio, which is more like a baller's hustle on overdrive. This dude's got his money moving and shacking in more places than a disco ball on a Saturday night. Imagine a financial playground where Mahomes throws touchdown passes with his investments. We're talking stakes in sports teams like the Kansas City Royals, his hometown squad, and other teams across leagues. Build in an athletic empire one jersey at a time. But it ain't all about the roar of the crowd. Mahomes is also invested in wellness companies like Hyperease, keeping himself and other athletes in top shape. He's even got a piece of Whoop, A company that tracks your performance like a heat-seeking missile. Food and nutrition ain't left out either. Dude's got a stake in BioSteel, the fuel that keeps. Champions runnin' and even owns some Whataburger franchises gotta keep that Texas-sized appetite satisfied. Right now, this is where things get real interesting. Mams ain't afraid to take a gamble, even beyond the football field. He's jumped into the world of Major League. Pickleball, yeah, you heard that right, pickleball. Talk about unexpected domination. And let's not forget the whispers of his involvement with cryptocurrency platforms like Bitfinex and Coinbase. This guy's got his finger on the pulse of the future, investing in stuff that might just change the game again. Mam's portfolio ain't just about macking a buck. It's about his passions and an eye for the next big thing. He's building a legacy that extends way beyond the gridiron, a testament to his smarts and hustle. This quarterback's got a playbook for life, and it's one that's sure to keep him winning long after the final whistle blows. And let's not forget his real estate holdings now. We're talking property scattered across the map like winning plays on a game day chalkboard. Beachfront mansions in California for surfing and chillin', sky-high penthouses in New York City with views that steal your breath. This dude's got a crib wherever his heart or a fat endorsement deal takes him, so there you have it. A glimpse into the life of a champion quarterback living large. Sure, Mam slings touchdowns on the field, but his off-field hustle is just as impressive. He ain't just playing the game, he's rewriting the playbook for what it means to win big both on and off the field.